everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Danny and today we are going through the very last lower body workout, and that is the third advanced legs and bum workout. Now on this workout we are going to keep the same principle in terms of sets and repetitions that we did on the first and the second advanced lower body workout. If you didn't check them out, then you might as well do it. And if you've never heard about these workouts before, then please make sure you check this video here as well. Now, in terms of repetitions, as I was saying, you would have to do between 8 to 12 repetitions, but we want to stay within that range. So if you can get to 12, guys, amazing. If you stay in 10, also amazing, but make sure you couldn't do any more, really, no matter how hard you tried. Now, this workout is going to feel a little bit different. We're going to do quite a lot of cardio, so please get ready to be all jumpy and make sure your neighbors won't mind that. This workout is going to have lots of jumps, so if you have any knees, ankles, hips injury or anything that can't allow you to do any jumps, then this workout is not really for you. Of course there are options for it, but I'm not gonna make it more complicated than what it is already. Now if that's the case, then I would recommend you to check the other workouts instead, as they are not jumpy like this one. So without further ado, let's get into your first exercise of today's session. So the first exercise is going to be squat jumps. You have 2 squats, so the usual, place the body weight on your heels, lift the chest, bum goes back. Then hands in front, you're gonna jump. Bring the arms back as you jump and land back into a squat. Make sure you land on your toes and then straight to your heels. You don't want to stay all the time in your toes. Heels down every time you squat. And if you want to make this harder, all you have to do is going lower and higher, lower and higher. Instead of adding weight, I'm gonna stick to this progression on today's workout. Okay, so when you're ready, let's start with those squat jumps. The next exercise is going to be plyometric lunges. They are horrendous, but great for your legs. So we're gonna start with your right leg, step back with that right foot. Make sure you lunge low. I'm gonna repeat, make sure you lunge. Plyometric lunges aren't here, they are all the way down. From this lunge, shoulders back and down, lift the chest, we're gonna jump and land into another lunge. The other side once again, knees low. If you want to make it harder, you're going to cross your legs really quickly. So jump and cross, lunge. Jump and cross and lunge. So when you're ready, let's start with that right leg back and lunging. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now the next exercise, we're going to put these previous 2 exercises together. So you're going to start with a squat jump, you're going to lunge, squat and lunge. So all you have to do is starting with the body weight on your heels, lifting the chest. Now when you jump, you go straight into a lunge with your right leg back, then you squat again and then you go back with your left. So let's do this. Squatting down, big jump, lunge, big jump, squat, big jump lunge. If you want to make this even harder, you can use the same movement that you did before on your lunges. Okay, so when you're ready, let's start with the squats and then back to the lunges. On the next exercise, we're going to start on the lunge position and then jump really high with the body weight on one leg only. So let me show you. If we want to start with the body weight on your right, we're going to lunge back with your left. Then from here, we're going to jump as high as possible and then lunge again. So let me do it sideways so you can see. Body weight on your right, left goes back. We're going to lunge and jump. Lunge, jump. Want to make it harder? Simply go as low as possible on your lunge. If you stay here, this is going to be too easy. So lunge low and then jump. Okay guys, we want to start on the right leg, so we're going to place the left foot back and lunge with that one. When you're ready. Right leg back, lift your chest up, knee down to the floor. 1, 2, 3, here we go. If these exercises so far were quite tough on your heart rate, wait until we do the next ones. So we're gonna start on a kneeling position, and from here, I'm gonna do it really slow. You're gonna transfer the body weight onto your toes so you can lift your knees and then jump forward. And then again, go back down. So this is the easiest option if you can't do the jumps. If you wanna make it harder, and that is actually the option that we want to aim for, you don't have to touch those heels down. So as soon as you go back, you jump forward and then you go back down. You make it as quick as possible. Okay guys, so I'm gonna take the hardest option all the way through, and if you struggle with it, again, take the easiest one when you're ready. Finish with the really tiring exercises, we're gonna do our tuck jumps. So you start on the squat position, and from here you're gonna do like a squat jump, but you're gonna bring your knees up to your elbows. So going down, jump and touch, and then back into a squat. Again, make sure you start with your body weight on your heels, then you transfer to your toes as you jump, tap, and back, down to your heels as soon as you hold the squat. Up and tap, down, up and tap, down. Easier option will be doing squat jumps. Okay guys, let's do this. And that was it for your first set, guys. We have got 2 more sets to do. However, if you're not feeling great, or if you feel that that is it for today, then feel free to come back another day. Otherwise, please hang in there. Let's start now with your second set. Jumps, hold the squat position with the chest up and the bum back. Place the body weight on your heels, swing the arms and jump, landing back on the toes, and then lower the heels. On this exercise, we start on a lunge position with the shoulders back and down and the chest up, and then we jump into a lunge with the opposite leg. On this exercise, we'll start on a squat, jump into a lunge, back to a squat, and lunge again with the opposite leg. For the single leg jumps, we will lunge back with the opposite foot, jump as high as possible and land back into a lunge. Swap sides by bringing the right leg back, lifting the chest and starting with a lunge. exercise, you'll have to start on a kneeling position, tuck the toes under, and transfer the body weight backwards so you can lift the knees from the floor and quickly jump forward into a squat. Oh, and don't forget that there is an easier option if you need. Finally, for the last exercise of this round, you will start on a squat position and jump up, bringing the knees to the elbows.
Squat jumps, hold the squat position with the chest up and the bum back. Place the body weight on your heels, swing the arms and jump, landing back on the toes, and then lower the heels. On this exercise, we start on a lunge position with the shoulders back and down and the chest up, and then we jump into a lunge with the opposite leg. this exercise, we'll start on a squat, jump into a lunge, back to a squat, and lunge again with the opposite leg. For the single leg jumps, we will lunge back with the opposite foot, jump as high as possible, and land back into a lunge. Swap sides by bringing the right leg back, lifting the chest, and starting with a lunge. On this exercise, you'll have to start on a kneeling position, tuck the toes under, and transfer the body weight backwards so you can lift the knees from the floor and quickly jump forward into a squat. Oh, and don't forget that there is an easier option if you need. And finally, for the last exercise of this round, you will start on a squat position and jump up, bringing the knees to the elbows.
And that was it for for today, guys. Thank you very much for holding up until the end. Please remember you should do these workouts for about 6 weeks and then you need to change them. That is one of the reasons why I've been doing 3 of each level, so that you've got plenty of choices. Now, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. In 2 weeks, I'll be bringing you your first beginner core workout. We have finally moved on from the lower body sessions, so now we are going to start with core. Please stay tuned and I'll see you then. Bye!